I love it.
But
I love yung pagtahe doon, madama.
diba? Natututo yan, call to action.
Call to action. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Camp Confidence Radio.
Welcome back, mga madam! It's another Wednesday for us, and another morning, and another episode for everyone.
Yes! This is such an exciting episode as always, Madam Ayin, because we are celebrating your birthday week.
Yes.
Happy
Even
birthday,
though-
Madam.
Thank you, madam. And belated happy birthday to Hans,
Belated
our
happy birthday,
Virgo
Hans.
people in this team. We have 2 out of 3.
Yes.
Bongga naman. But anyway, I feel like tapos na yung birthday celebration ko kasi ang daming nang nangyari. But kailan ba tayo natitigal mag-celebrate ng life? In truth?
We always celebrate everything. Kahit gaano pa yan kaliit.
Yes, exactly. So, ayan. I guess bumabalik tayo sa birthday ko. So, happy birthday to me. And everyone na nagsiselebrate with me and us, mga September babies. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. This is such an amazing episode dahil we will be talking about restarting, fresh starts sa mga times na we feel like we are in total chaos, ang daming gagawin, pero for today, pag-uusapan namin ni Madam Ayin, paano nga ba tayo nagpo-pause? Paano tayo nag-restart? How do you make everything fresh when we feel like that's the last thing on our to-do list?
Yes. Kasi I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I always like having the concept of a fresh start. I love Mondays. Kasi feeling ko, okay, this is a new opportunity to be better. I love New Year's kasi syempre we can set new resolutions, ganyan. I love birthdays kasi parang to me that's a second new year na, oh, this is year 28. Bago na naman. And I just gravitate towards any reason to have a fresh start. Kasi pagka hindi ko binibigyan ng opportunity sarili ko mag-fresh start, parang hindi ako namomotivate to reevaluate myself or do things better. So that's why it's so important to me na, okay, let's hit refresh. Hit refresh. But in the idea of that as well, in the same way, hindi lang kasing laki ng birthday, New Year, Mondays, yung fresh start. So, today we're gonna be talking about all the different ways we can hit refresh and restart kahit na wala tayong rason to restart.
Yes. Kahit feeling natin, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed right now. Wala akong oras para mag-pause. Wala akong oras para mag-reset. And wala akong oras para magpahinga. And it's such an important topic, Madam Ayin, kasi oftentimes we almost always tell ourselves na wait lang, hindi tayo pwede magpahinga kasi ang dami nating ginagawa, or saka na tayo magpapahinga pag may pera na tayo, or saka na tayo mag-off kapag mayaman na tayo. Pero it's a very vital and important role in our lives, especially when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel like konting tulak na lang, iiyak na tayo, or magbe-breakdown na tayo. And isa to sa mga pinaka-mahirap kong natutunan as your people-pleaser workaholic friend. Pero ikaw, madam, ano ba yung actual steps mo? Or maybe, we can start this with a lighter kwento. You can maybe tell us about how you had a fresh restart. How did you celebrate your birthday? Since nakwento mo nga na you love birthdays, ganyan. Para din may idea kami, baka may pwede kaming ma-acquire na rituals. Ritual talaga.
Alam mo,
Ritual
madam,
talaga.
ako, super hilig ko magtrabaho on my birthday or before my birthday. For example, in 2018, I believe, or when I got back from Spain, I think 2019, my birthday in 2019, I launched the Morena the Label website. And then on the day of my birthday, nagbaba ako ng inventory, sorry sa mga English spokening of friends namin dyan. Inventory. Nagbaba ako ng inventory sa outlet namin during that time. Tapos, I was so happy then kasi I felt like I was able to launch something on my birthday. And parang ganun ako lagi na I love being able to do something meaningful for myself on my birthday. And it really depends kung anong kailangan ko. Nung time na yon, I wanted to launch my business, my career. So talagang nilaban ko na, okay, kailangan ma-launch natin to on my birthday, blah, blah, blah. It was just so symbolic to me. Now, this year naman, I had the weekend before my birthday, because my birthday today, this year, landed on a Monday, can I just say? And I was born on a Monday. Take note, I was born on a Monday. So, ang hilig ko talaga sa symbolism, ganyan. Pero anyway, nung weekend, I did a bazaar sa Spectrum Fair sa BGC, and I met so many people. It was our most successful bazaar yet. And it was so exciting to be able to see so many of our customers, to be able to talk about our products at Caillou Beauty, and to just be able to work after, especially after being gone for 2 months. So, super grateful ako for that opportunity. But on the day of my birthday, no alarms whatsoever. I was taking the day off. I didn't open my notifications. I didn't even, honestly respond to greetings until the night. Na, as in, nagpatulog na ako, dun lang ako nag-respond sa mga tao because I wanted to sleep. And for me, that was such a helpful restart for me kasi gusto ko talagang matulog. Gusto ko matulog, magpahinga. I even canceled my gym appointment kasi sabi ko, you know what, I deserve this. Pwede akong magpahinga. And ginawa ko siya. And I was really, really happy because I feel like it's how I personally wanted to celebrate it. I used to be big on celebrating with other people and making a big deal out of my birthday, which I still do sometimes. You know, I would have my photo shoot. Pero this year, sabi ko talaga, magpapajama lang ako the whole day. I will pamper myself. Ilalight ko yung scented candle. Maglo-lotion, body butter, and body oil ako on my birthday. And being able to see my family, my boyfriend, my friends. Nakita din kita, madam, over the weekend. So, alam mo yun, for me, I feel like I truly have everything I need in this moment. And I was just happy. As in, natulog lang talaga ako. I watched the latest episode of House of the Dragon. Nanonood ka ba?
Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Anyway, ayun. So, yun lang ginawa ko. And then I fell asleep and I just felt recharged. Sometimes, minsan naisip ko, the biggest gift I could give myself was rest. And that's literally what I did. I was so happy about that. So, yeah.
I am so happy for you, madam. As in, sobrang deserve. As in, sa dami ng mga kaganapan mo in life, it's just really high time na finally, it's a yin day and
Ayin
body
day.
butter day. I like it. I love it. Ako kasi, pag birthdays ko, ganyan din. I really try to pamper myself. And yun nga, di ba, lagi kong sinasabi na I try my best to rest kapag birthday. And it's a very great idea as well na alam mo yun, parang just you, yourself, your loved ones, recentering, resetting para sa fresh start ng iyong year ay, recharged ka na. And ewan ko, ako kasi hindi rin ako masyadong ma-celebrate in terms of parties, mga ganun. Kasi alam mo naman ako, kung pwede lang sa bahay lang ako or kain lang sa labas, simple kain sa labas, I'm good. Basta makatulog ako ng maayos, maka-skincare, body care ako ng maayos, laban. I'm just so proud of you, madam. Super
Thank you,
duper
madam.
deserve. Sobra.
Especially, I think, when I look at it from comparing my 2019 birthday to my 2022 birthday, nung 2019, I was really pushing to get the products out there. As in, I was really pushing to work. Kasi nagsisimula ako. And then, 2022, I I was still working, mind you. I was still working, and it was a new product. You were still pushing for it, but in the same, parang it was different and similar, pero at the same time, yung mindset ko lang is different. Because now, I learned to value being able to refresh and being able to rest versus then na talagang sinagod ko sarili ko, madam, na natulog din ako on my birthday, but it wasn't because I intentionally wanted to rest, it was because wala na akong maibubuga. So ayun, and I think this one really helped me because I've been having a good week, as in this week has been amazing, madam, and it wasn't even because of my birthday, it was just because I've gradually learned how to be more intentional about rest na hindi ko siya nagawa before. I mean, like, obviously, it's been 3 years. Yung comparison ko, 3 years. And hindi ko talaga siya natutunan overnight. Pero now, slowly but surely, yung mga different areas of my life na needs attention, needs recovery, nabibigyan na ng pansin. So, ayun.
Totoo yan. I actually talked about it on a post on Instagram na yun nga, madalas talaga sobrang aligaga tayo, especially sa mga taong katulad natin na hindi mapakali kapag walang ginagawa. It's something na mahirap i-incorporate in your life, but if you are able to create systems around your personality, your, alam mo yun, your tendencies, like ako, kailangan kong i-kalendaryo yung rest ko. Yung iba kasi sobrang parang, okay, I'll rest today. Parang hindi ko pa kaya yung ganun ka-spontaneous. Parang dapat in my life, dapat for the next week, alam ko kung kailan ako magpapahinga. Para ma-prep ko yung sarili ko. Alam niyo, sobrang nerd ko, kinakalendaryo ko pa, mga madam, ang aking pahinga. And it's just amazing yung progress na ganon. Kasi dati parang bahala na kung saan ko ilagay yung pahinga. Basta, pero yun pala, I learned na kailangan kong lagyan ng sistema. I needed to be efficient with everything para pag rest ko, rest talaga. Hindi talaga ako magtatrabaho. Kasi, yun nga, ayoko sanang mapunta rin ang kahit sino sa verge of burnout kasi it's not a good place to be. And ayun nga, i-train natin yung sarili natin, especially sa mga kapwa natin workaholics at people pleasers right here. It will be a challenging journey, pero kailangan talaga nating magpahinga. We really need to honor rest. We need to slow down. Hindi siya essential siya. It's vital to our survival. Alam mo yun?
Yes.
Kasi minsan, parang sasabihin natin, okay lang 2 hours, magpapahinga na lang ako sa weekend. Monday pa lang. 2 hours of 2 hours of tulog, tapos saka na ako magpapahinga sa weekend. Ha? Paano? And I just really learned how to value yung pag-slow down, yung pag-train sa isip ko na hindi ako dapat mag-isip ng anything about work. And as someone like me, madam, sobrang hirap nun. Sobrang hirap talaga nun. And ayun nga, kailangan mong magbigay ng oras para sa sarili mo, sa pamilya mo, sa mga kaibigan mo. And yun talaga after, parang wow, ang relaxed ng shoulders mo after, relaxed yung batok mo after. Alam mo yun, kapag totoong genuinely nakapagpahinga ka talaga at inorasan mo talaga yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin outside of work.
Yes,
Very
and
important.
at the same time, I think yung plotting of rest is something that allows us to rest completely without the guilt or the anxiety na we are forgetting something, na we are supposed to do something. Kasi when you have the foresight of the things that will inevitably, bother you, or yung mga bagay na magiging responsibility mo or kailangan mo i-check on, alam mo na yun eh. Like, if you have that foresight na, ito yung mga bagay na ginagawan ko ng meron akong responsibility for. Ito yung mga bagay na kailangan kong asikasuhin. And a lot of people have so many responsibilities na wala ng panahon to rest. But if you have the foresight, as in zoom out, i-pinpoint lahat-lahat ng kailangan mo, lahat-lahat ng inaatupag mo. And when you find those little slivers of time na you can plot and rest, then you can enjoy that time, even if it's an hour, even if it's 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep, or maybe your commute time. Alam mo yon, at least when you plot it, then you can go through it with intention na talagang, okay, this is my time to rest. Like, I mean, to give you an example, maybe balik dun tayo sa corporate life ko. When I was a 21-year-old commuting from QC to Makati, naka-MRT ako. You don't have a lot of rest time pagka nandun ka, di ba? Pero ako, I remember I used to take my MRT time very sacredly. As in like, pag nasa MRT ako, bahala kayo dyan, wala akong re-replyan sa inyo. But I would take that time to either read or listen to radio. Oh my gosh, that time radio pa, madam.
Oh my God.
Hindi pa podcast ang pinapakinggan
May
ko.
generation gap na po ba? Alam niyo po ba yung radyo?
Pero kasi, sa cellphone ko, radyo yung radyo yung napapakinggan ko. So, kahit nakatayo ako, nakaupo ako sa MRT, I don't care. Basta, yung time na yon, zone out ako. Wala akong iisipang trabaho. Yung 1 hour na nakapila ako, actually, 1 hour, parang 2 hours nakapila, nasa train, everything. Wala akong aatupagin na work, wala akong aatupagin na personal thing. Basta it's me, my radyo, or my book. And having that hour or 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, it wasn't like efficient, it wasn't ideal, but it's what I had. Even if like, syempre compared to other people or like somebody who has more comfort, syempre I would look at my rest as less. Pero when I was 21 and I was doing that was my reality. And I was like, yeah, I'll take what I can get. But I took what I got with intention. Hindi siya, alam mo yun, nalapag lang sa akin na parang, okay, wala, ito lang yung meron ako. It was, no, I get to have this. Like, yes, I get to have this time na bahala kayo sa buhay niyo, hindi ko kayo re-replyan. I will just read a book or listen to the radio and just sit in silence or stand in silence. And it wasn't optimal, obviously. I could be unhappy about it. Pero that time I was just like, whatever, this is what I have. And I was happy about it, you know? During those times na it was silent, I was alone, I didn't have to talk to anyone. During that commute time, doon nabubuo yung ideas ko. Doon ko binubuo yung Morena the Label. Doon ko binubuo yung vlog. Doon ko binubuo yung everything. And I did not take those hours of rest for granted. Although it wasn't the typical rest that I wanted, it wasn't the typical rest na, matutulog ako. I didn't have the luxury of that. But it was quiet time. And quiet time allowed me to think beyond my 9 to 5. And I was so, so grateful because my 9 to 5 taught me so much and it gave me my start in this industry. However, I also knew that I wanted to get out of that 9 to 5. And the 2 hours in the morning and the 2 hours at night in the afternoon, those were my parang incubating period ko of like ideas. And it helped me. It helped me get out of that and it helped me work on my own thing. And I was so, so grateful. Again, it didn't look like time to rest, but I made it time to rest.
Tsaka very important na intentional tayo with what we do with our time. Ako nun, when I was getting challenged about, when I kept on telling myself na, oh my God, ang busy ko, wala na ako magawang hindi na ako makapag-rest, etc. Ang isa sa mga guiding questions ko would be, how do I consume my time? So ako, ang process ko dun, madam, I did a time inventory.
Bet,
So time
audit.
inventories or time audits, mga madam, just to give you an idea, is literally just jotting down, ilagay nyo from 12 midnight to 11:59 p.m. Ilalagay nyo doon, kumbaga ibablock nyo, may mga rows yan per hour. May rows per hour. Tapos, ilalagay nyo doon kung ano yung mga ginagawa nyo sa oras na yon. So, say for example, 12 to 7:30, I sleep, ganyan. So, 7:30 to 9:30 workout, ganun. So, parang dinadiary ko lahat ng mga sinusulat ko. Tapos doon ko makikita, kunwari, meron akong 1 hour social media o kaya 5 hours social media. Parang, I have a visual kung paano ko ba ginagamit yung oras ko. So, dun ko masasabi sa sarili ko na, okay. Kaya feeling ko busy ako kasi ang dami kong social media time. Or, feeling ko pagod ako kasi wala ako masyadong self-care time. Or feeling ko pagod ako kasi 5 hours lang yung tulog ko for the day. So, yung time inventory to me is my way of telling myself na okay, ganito ko pala sinespend yung oras ko. Kasi ako, especially sa ating lahat na maraming pinagagawa sa buhay, maraming schedule, maraming inaatupag, very important tong tip na to. Kasi doon mo makikita kung how do I intentionally spend my time. Kung lagi kong sinasabing busy ako, wala akong oras para sa side hustle or para dito sa gusto kong itayong business kasi meron akong existing corporate job, ask yourself, how do you spend your mornings before corporate? Or how do you spend your nights after your corporate? Baka naman merong window doon na to work on your projects, to work on your dreams, ganyan, 'di ba? Or lagi kong ako before sinasabi ko na sobrang busy ko, ang dami kong ginagawa, wala akong time mag-workout. So where can you, mga madam, kung nandito kayo since the first ever season na nandito ako, maririnig nyo talaga yan. Sinasabi ko na, oh my God, wala akong time to work out. But now, I get to
before.
Yes. Now, you have to carve out time for the things you want to do or your goal or for the goals you want to achieve. Kaya I like it when you said, Madam, na intentional living in terms of time. Kasi, ayun nga. Pero going back to fresh starts, Madam, or resetting, or restarting, ako, madalas kasi sobrang gulo ng week ko. And may mga days na, syempre, plotted lahat yan sa calendar, naka-calendar block. Pero merong mga times na, oh my God, gusto ko lang talagang matulog. Gusto ko lang, kahit gaano ko kapilitin yung sarili kong maging creative, walang lumalabas. Kunwari, gusto ko magsulat ng script for a YouTube video or a TikTok video. As in, sinasabi ko nga kanina na feeling ko, buong araw ko yan gagawin, kung uninspired talaga ako, buong araw ko yan gagawin, or meron akong mga 100 revisions bago ko matapos. So, may mga ganong araw din ako. I am not always productive. I am not always on fire. I am not always, parang, wow, ang daming ideas. So, what I do, and sobrang grateful ako na natutunan ko siya now, is to not be so stiff about my schedule. I know we are calendar girls, calendar ladies, pero ngayon mas natututunan ko ng maging chill in terms of how my energy allows me to do things. Parang hindi ko na pinapagalitan yung sarili ko na, dapat nasa kalendaryo mo yan, dapat ginawa mo. I learned how to move things around kasi, yun nga, may mga times na hindi ko talaga kaya. And then, I don't wait for the weekend to rest. Kapag kailangan ko ng rest right now, I do. Kahit 15-minute naps pa yan, kahit 5 minutes of staring sa ceiling pa yan, gagawin ko siya. Especially sa ating mga maraming ginagawa sa buhay. And, ayun lang, I think, yun yung bago kong natutunan ngayon, na to be more chill and to honor my energy. Kung
Yes.
how it allows me to create or how it allows me to do things.
If you guys want to check out, we have an episode on energy and time management and like the difference of that. So, yeah, scroll kayo sa Spotify if you wanna see kung nasaan ba yon. But anyway, that's what we talk about in that episode. Like, because more than just managing your time, like yung per hour, ganyan, you also have to manage your energy. So, if you want more information on that, we do have an episode on Camp Confidence Radio.
Yes. I love it.
but going-
I love yung pagtahe doon, madama.
Diba? Natututo yan, call to action.
Call to action.
But anyway, so going back, madam, to our topic. So kanina, we talked about, diba, we have big restarts, refresh, birthdays, New Year, etc. But what is a more practical way to go about that? Kasi you can't always wait for next week, always wait for your birthday, always wait for the New Year in order to implement these changes. So, one of the things now, of course, I learned from our friends sa YouTube. We have Rowena, Sai, we have Lavender, but and si Michelle B.
Michelle B.
I believe it was Michelle B. na I learned this from. Sabi niya, you need to, anong tawag din, madam? Parang ihahatiin mo yung day mo into quarters. Tama ba? Quarters?
Yes.
To quarters. So you have your morning, your noon, tama? Or morning, noon, afternoon, and evening. Tama?
Yes.
Yun, parang ganun. So, bale, if you look at your day in quadrants, so apat yung hati ng araw mo, then if your morning doesn't go well, you can always hit restart sa next quadrant. So, for example, my morning didn't go so well kasi di ako nagising. And then, instead of thinking, oh, my entire day is ruined, you can always think na, oh, I can move on to the next quadrant and make sure that that's better. So, at least my noon is gonna be better. I'm gonna be more intentional. If that doesn't work out, you still have the next one. You still have the afternoon and then your evening. So, at least hindi mo, parang matatanggal yung idea na nasayang yung araw ko just because it didn't start out right. And the reality is, it's not always going to start out right. It's difficult to start things right. Like, especially maybe if you're not a morning person and you're subscribed to the idea na you have to be that girl, that idea na, alam mo yun, you have this 5 a.m. morning routine. Oh my gosh, I could never. But hey, you could reframe it differently and see na, oh, I can start differently from other people and still consider my day a good one.
Totoo. Tsaka ano, madam, I am also slowly learning na, kunwari yun nga, nung napanood ko nga rin yung videos na to, na parang, okay lang, na hindi okay yung morning quadrant ko, okay, I'll reset. And then it really just gave me, parang siyang, it's a muscle that I need to exercise na it's okay to reset and okay lang din na mag-reset ng sobrang daming beses.
Yes.
Kasi sometimes, right, parang, ano ba yan? Restart na naman ako. Ano ba yan? Burned out pa rin ako. Ano ba yan? Ang hirap pa rin kumilos. Pero, it's all about the consistency and, ano ba?
The
Always
willingness to get
willingness
back up.
and always forgiving yourself kahit hindi okay yung quadrant mo.
Yes. And I guess also you can look at it in the grand scheme of things. It's always okay to have a day one. Kasi madam, you know how parang, ano ba yan, every year na lang ako nagsasabi magpapapayat ako or every year na lang ako may gantong New Year's resolution. And then you kind of stop forgiving yourself and then you stop allowing yourself to have another day one. But the thing is, it's not really about the day one that matters. It's your willingness to even have a day one. Like, if you mess up, that's okay. Like, you don't have to be doing this every single day and not make mistakes, because I feel like that's the impression that a lot of us get, na parang, oh, I've had this journaling habit for 15 years. Pero people think na I'm journaling every single day for 15 years. It's not that. I've had a lot of day ones. I've had months na hindi ako nagsusulat, and then sometimes 30 days dire-diretso nagsusulat ako. It's not consistent. But the thing is, I don't look at it as a statistic na I have to hit. It's not something na I have to do na 1, 2, 3, 4. Alam mo yun na ganito habit tracker. Hindi siya habit tracker for me. For me, it's all about knowing the purpose, knowing when I need it, and allowing myself to do day 1 if I need a day 1. Napanood ko yung isang video, TikTok ni Miss Nina about exercising and day 1. And it really made me think na, oo nga, like, if you're working out, how many day 1s pa yan? Like, sometimes people take so many day 1s before they get to their goal. And then after they get to their goal, something will happen, life will happen, and then you'll have to restart. For example, maybe you've been trying to work out, get to this ideal body for you. Tapos, after so many day 1s, na-hit mo siya. And then life happens, you get pregnant, you have a baby, and then all of a sudden, day 1 na naman? Well, yes, day 1 na naman, because that's reality. It's okay to have so many day 1s, because day 1s are not indicative of you starting from scratch. It's just something to get you back going. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nagsimula ka na naman from scratch. Ibig sabihin ay, alam mo yun, talunan ka na or hindi ka na consistent dun sa last time. It just means you're trying, and I think that's good enough. Parang the lower I set the bar for myself, the better I become, I think, as a person. Parang nung mataas yung standards ko sa sarili ko, parang hindi ko siya ma-achieve. Ngayon na medyo mas mababa na yung bar ko para sa sarili ko. Parang, yes, I'm getting it every single day. And not because I'm so much better. It's just because I have more realistic goals, more realistic standards. Na, like, di ba madam, nag-workout ako and I got my quote-unquote strong, ideal body. But then I went traveling, I lost all of that. But going back into it, I'm not really that sad or I'm not disappointed in myself. I mean, I went back to my weight pre-pandemic, but I don't really care because like the whole process of working out for me is a reward on its own. Like the day 1 is like an exciting concept for me. It's not something I'm dreading. It's not symbolic of failure. It's just, it's me trying, and that is a great thing.
Yes, trying is a super great thing. Another example for that, madam, would be trying hard for your business. Alam mo yun, kapag nag-uumpisa ka pa lang, especially if, katulad ko noon, wala naman akong kaalam-alam with business noon. As in talaga, walang nagtuturo sa akin. I went to a phase wherein I kept on telling myself na, no ba yan, uulitin ko na naman to. Bakit hindi na ako matututo? Parang hindi na ako, parang I was so, lagi kong niyuyurak yung sarili ko that time. Kasi, ewan ko, hindi pa ako masyadong mindful with how I talk to myself. Pero I always catch myself telling my other self. Feeling ko kasi maraming meeting dyan sa utak ko. May meeting talaga dyan, may board meeting. Na para sa akin ba talaga to? Bakit paulit-ulit ko tong ginagawa pero wala pa rin nangyayari? Especially nung LANA-PH, we started 2017. And then imagine, I only had traction with LANA-PH 2019. It was 2 years of trying and failing and trying again, starting over, failing again, Googling and failing again. Alam mo yun? And then I realized, what if tumigil ako before 2019? What if nag-give up ako sa sarili ko being an entrepreneur? 'Di ba? Parang ano na lang yung mangyayari, right? And I feel like sa ating mga nag-uumpisa pa lang mga negosyante, Mahirap talaga, especially if wala tayong mapagtanungan. And it's okay. It's okay to start. It's okay to try. It's okay to Google and fail. It's okay to, still ask people kung meron ka mapagtatanungan, swerte mo, but still fail. But at least you're not going back to level 1. So, for example, you failed level 5 of entrepreneurship, na-fail mo yung level 5, babalik ka sa level 4, not level 1.
Pwede ka mag-respawn. Woo!
Yes!
Gamer ka, girl!
Gamer girls! Charot! Hindi po talaga kami gamers. Pikon po talaga kami in real life.
Gamer na ako, madam. I learned. I am currently playing The Forbidden, West. Tama ba?
Oh, ako
Hindi ko alam,
wala.
may nilalaro akong game, madam. Sa PS5.
Sino ka dyan?
I'm so happy. But anyway,
love it.
let's go back. Ito na naman, may
Ayun
bagong
nga.
distraction.
Ang bilis natin of distract. Pero yun nga, mga madam. It also goes for your goals. Any goals that you have. It could be sa school. 'Di ba? There will be days na, okay, ang hirap talaga, hindi ko talaga kaya tong subject na to. Then you fail a couple of times. Or maybe it's your boards. Or, alam mo yun, and it's okay to restart. It's okay to try again. And it doesn't mean na you fail once and your life is a failure altogether. I think it's, talaga, yung building your muscle of trying again and building your muscle sa pagpatawad sa sarili mo every single time.
Yeah. Kasi, alam mo madam, nung natutunan ko magpatawad ng sarili. And natutunan ko na, you know what? I'm never gonna be perfect. You know what? I'm never gonna get it right the first time or the second time or the third time. Na no matter how seemingly successful you are, it's always gonna feel like that. Ay nako, mas parang na-humble ako and at the same time, naging kinder ako to myself. So, like what you said kanina, diba, sa negosyo. And imagine si Rizza na yan nagsasabi niya na ang dami-dami niya ng businesses. What more me na I'm starting up with my businesses and we are still learning the ropes, especially having to launch Kayu Beauty as a content creator, meaning madami ng eyes on us. I have 2 other partners na beauty content creators rin, tas I have another partner na content creator rin. So imagine sa dami namin na nasa internet, ang dami syempreng makakakita nung day 1 namin as entrepreneurs. This was my first corporation. So, ang hirap niya to be like a startup and have everybody see and judge that startup. It was really difficult because comparing it to my peers and other local beauty brands, for example, we definitely had the privilege of launching big because kilala kami, but we did not have also the privilege of starting small. Because when you start small, start quietly, you get to slowly learn the ropes. Like with Morena the Label, if may mistake ka, ayusin mo ng konti. If may mistake ka ulit, iterate. But the thing is, with us, when we iterate, it's like such a big scale. And if we slow down, for example, we slowed down sa launch because we wanted to get things right. But for some people, it's like, oh, you're not doing anything. I flop. Parang, oh my gosh, it's so hard. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? I'm still grateful. We even had the chance, the resources to have a day 1. And when I think about it, okay, years from now, I'm going to look back at the days na we were packing the PR boxes ourselves. We're going to look back at the days na nagbabazar ako, literally doing the egress, and bebenta on my own. Alam mo yon? Like those things, I don't want to look at them as mga nuisance na kailangan kong pagdaanan. Parang, ew, like, I have to do this, that, like, gross. Like, ang liit ko pa. Or, di pa ako successful. No, I really don't want to look at any of my experiences that way na parang, di pa ako magaling sa styling sa Miss Universe. Ang pangat ng walk ko. Di ba? Alam mo yon, like, ayokong pangdirihan and ayokong maliitin yung sarili ko for trying. Because this is something that you're always gonna go through in life. No matter the area, no matter the industry, pagdadaanan mo yan. And the kinder you are to your little starting self, the better off you'll be when you reach your goals. Kasi, like, feeling ko sa dami ng areas ng pinagtatrabahuhan ko, yung masasabi kong medyo, na-achieve ko naman yung goal ko is like sa content creation, na-achieve ko naman maging full-time content creator. And now looking back, I'm so glad na I never took down the videos na pangit yung editing, na hindi maganda yung transition ko, where I was having a hard time with talking and everything, even with Camp Confidence. Hindi ko, like, I don't look back at my old podcast episodes, madam, na we didn't have this microphone. Like, those are part of the story, and those are parts of the story, and I'm so, so proud of, because we had the courage to try, to begin. And when you restart and start something new in the middle of something chaotic, you think is chaotic, it's brave. It's a brave thing to do. So, instead of like maliitin again yung sarili mo for even having to go through your day one or your fresh start, like, congratulate yourself, because it's a really, really courageous thing to do.
Totoo. Oh my gosh. Alam mo, madam, ang key takeaway ko talaga dito, definitely, is it all boils down to how kind you are to yourself. I feel like it's one of the things that made everyone break through when they started to be kind to themselves and not care so much about what other people thought about them. Alam mo yun, parang yung i-shower, ang cheesy nito, pero alam mo yun, nung tinart ko na mahalin talaga ng tuluyan yung sarili ko to a point na sobrang mahal ko siya, na very kind na ako sa kanya no matter what happens. Doon ko na-build yung confidence, doon ko na-feel, na-build yung gagawin ko pa rin kahit takot ako. Kasi okay lang, just in case I fail, okay lang, I'm still kind to myself, ganon. Alam mo yun? Yun talaga. Now that I'm realizing that, yun din yung gusto kong tawag dito, i-share sa ating mga madam, i-share sa madamhood na let's always be kind to ourselves, even if mahirap, even if nakakatakot, even if hindi pa natin nararating yung gusto nating marating right now.
Amen. Hi mga madam. I hope you got something out of this episode, because I felt like I went through therapy. But, if you guys have anything you'd like to add, your own stories, etc., don't forget to tag us, share this episode, leave a review, 5 stars minimum. And please join the community. We have a Facebook group called facebook.com/group/Camp Confidence if you want to share your own day ones, your projects, etc. Thank you so much, mga madam, for listening once again.
Thank you. Bye. Love you,
Bye,
mga
guys.
madam.